What's up, YouTube? Tony Swedberg here, and this is how I perfected my cold calling and how it might help you too. So, listen, guys, I just, certain things that I did, I didn't realize how effective it was and like how people train and do like over time, over 5, 6 years, even like 7, 8 years, including like all the telemarketing I did. I learned that over time I picked up like what works, because when I went to go like study cold calling and stuff like that, it was when I went to go study it, like everything that I learned was like everything I already do. And I just was pretty emotionless when I called people. So I enjoyed, once I got very emotionless, like after sales, like literally like, okay, I've been yelled at by managers so many times, customers, give me a hard time, attitude, this, that. Like when you're a new guy, that beats you up. But after a while, your skin is like so thick. So I would just be, relaxing, calling people on speaker, drinking Red Bull, having a good time. Like, and I'd be like, hey, John. And it'd be like, a lady might say, oh, no, this is Susan. Who's this? And I'd be like, oh, this is Tony. Sorry about that, Susan. Can you put John on the phone real quick? And then she would just like put John on the phone. Like I was so like natural, like I actually knew John. I'm not sure, John, it's somebody. Hey, John, how you doing? And then just bring up like, hey, right now I'm looking for cars like your select model. I need to buy about 4 of them, and I'm giving top dollar right now. Up until this weekend, I'll be giving top dollar for your car, and if you find anything you like here at the dealership, we'll discount it down for you, John, and then we'll keep you at or around the same payment. We'll do our best to do that. Is that something you'd be interested in? And, put an offer out on the table. But what I learned was I didn't love cold calling. I didn't enjoy it a lot of the time. Let's say I made 50 cold calls or 40, and you know how that is. It's like, it's rough, cold calling's pretty rough. It's like you also like it takes time, like you have to actually like study it a little bit, like study the lead and like what you're gonna say and prepare, and then you call and they don't even pick up. Okay, like I think we all know how this is. So nobody enjoys it. Most people aren't consistent with it because they don't like doing it. And they don't do a lot of it. Maybe they're like pumped up and motivated one day from one of my videos, and then they go to make some cold calls, and after 36 they're like, okay, I'm done for the rest of the month, or I'll make some tomorrow, and then they never do. They just go wait for somebody to walk in. So I push text messaging more than anything, because I can sit back and I'll send 100 texts all day before I send, even if you think it's less effective, which I don't think it is. Okay, maybe you might get more people to pick up from a phone call. Okay, so maybe it is less effective, but I don't think it's 3 times less effective. Okay, people like texting. If you're gonna try to reach out to somebody, like your friend, or say, hey, you wanna chill or hang out or something, you're just gonna text them, and then put question mark. You're not gonna bother them at work, or, be like, hey, dude, can't talk right now. Like, you're just gonna text them. So same thing goes with sales, okay? Especially people who are not in the market. Cold calling is people who are like not in the market, So why cold call them when you can just text them an offer? They have no objections. They're not even in the market. Anybody who has objections or shopping, I can close them on why they need to buy at my store, and why I picked, this product to sell, and how I did my research in terms of price, because I didn't want to hand out pricing and somebody was, 500 or 1,000 less. This weekend, we actually have $40,000 of dealer cash. I can't use it all on you. You'll probably, get the whole car for free. But if you come back in, or if you come in, you find something you like, I'll use some of that money to help make a deal if I have to. Were you able to come in today? And like, I can bring somebody in who's in the market and solve objections and stuff like that. But when it comes to cold calling, it's like you're just calling to put an offer on the table. Why not just text it to them? Most people, they get so much spam in their email. That's why I don't email too much. But just copy and paste in, hey, right now is, come up with a really good offer. Right now we're looking for pre-owned cars. We'll give you top dollar for your car. If you find something you like, we'll discount it down for you. Try to keep you right around the same payment. Do our best to keep you at or around the same payment. Is that something you'd be interested in? And you just copy and paste that to everybody. It's so much easier, and you're gonna hit way more people. So if cold calling's twice as effective, well, then you can easily text twice as many people. You got to realize that though, like even it's less effective, but you enjoy it. You can do a lot of it. Okay. It's like, I mean, it's like doing like I don't know, like a job that you can't stand. You can only do it like 40 hours a week. Well, if it's paying like, a little bit more than a job that you love, just work more and do the job that you love, and you're going to do more of it. You're going to be better at it. You're going to be consistent. Being successful, you guys, at anything is like way harder than you think, like way harder. Okay, so you have to be passionate about it. Or, texting, obviously you're not passionate, but I promise you, when you send 100 texts a day to people, not to the same person, but separate people, and put 100 offers out there, like just the same offer, like a good offer to an audience. So you pick an audience, you come up with a perfect offer for that audience, and then you just send it to them. Okay, and it takes no out of your comfort zone. It takes only 2 seconds to literally click text and just copy and paste. And then you just sit back and wait for people to say yes, or wait for people not to reply or put no, and then you just sorry, okay, have a good day, thanks for your time, whatever. But very important. Now, one thing I want to get into that's also very important is people who are like, oh, that guy, the only reason he sells a bunch of cars, but he works like just off of referrals. Okay, he works off of just referrals, repeat customers. I mean, sometimes, he probably gets some other people or whatever, but I want you guys to think about something. Okay, why is referrals, so you guys are all caught up in the social media. Let me post on Instagram, post on Facebook, post on whatever, Craigslist and all these different platforms, right? But I want you to think about a referral, okay? Why is it so effective, what they're doing, selling referrals, cars, like repeat customers and stuff? Okay, it's effective because the repeat customer came into the dealership already, okay? So they're familiar with the dealership, okay? They probably live close to the dealership. They probably do their service there. They already came into the dealership. They're comfortable there. Okay, so that's very powerful. On top of that, they're comfortable with the guy who sold them the car the first time. They're familiar with John, the guy who works off of referrals. Okay, so why do I tell you to always text people who bought cars years ago and say, hey, I saw you bought a car from us a few years ago, and I'm very interested in buying it back. We'll give you top dollar for your car. And if you find something you like at the dealership, we'll do our best to keep you at or around the same payment. Is that something you'd be interested in? And they, say yes or no, or, don't reply. But the thing is, they're comfortable. They already bought at the dealership. It's so close to a referral, guys, because they already bought at the dealership. They're comfortable there. They probably do their service. They probably live close. And, a lot of people are going to bite on that. Why do I say service? Because they do their service there. They're comfortable in service. They're comfortable, they probably bought their car there, but they, for sure get their service there. So that's important. They like your service drive. They like your dealership. They're comfortable inside of it. They know what it looks like. They know where it's at. Okay, that's why you reach out to those people, okay? It's very important. And in service, if you reach out to service people over and over, you got to think like there's going to be people like in service. Let's say what I just said, like, hey, we're looking for pre-owned cars. We'll give you top dollar for your car. Well, let's say I say that little spiel or that little offer, right? Or I write it on, I type it out and I hand it out to people in service. Hey, while you're in service, here's something for you to look at. And I just hand it out to everybody. There's so many people getting oil changes or stuff done to their car, or they heard something and it's going to be a huge shop bill, or, hey, listen, you're going to need to get a full new engine. Like, do you have warranty? Oh man, it's going to be a lot. Like, what, this thing's about to go out or whatever. Okay. So I don't know anything about cars. I sell a bunch of them. But that being said, you're going to run into people who are like, yeah, I'm not putting I don't even have $8,000 to put into this car and, replace that, or $5,000 or $2,000 or even $1,000. Okay. So you're going to run into people who are going to like come ask the receptionist, hey, is Tony here? And in my case, if I did it, or call or text you or whatever. Hey, I'm in service. Some stuff happened. Seeing if you can get me out of my car. I'm ready to get out of this thing. It's out of warranty. I want something with some warranty. Perfect. You pick the perfect time. I'm gonna come over there. I'm the guy with, the red tie, whatever. But that's how you do it, guys, okay? You pick the right audience and you text them, okay? You're gonna do a lot of something when you don't have to be passionate or like really enjoy it, but when you don't mind texting because you're not coming out of your comfort zone, or like people don't want to talk to you, like, I mean, if they don't want to talk to you, it's through text. They're gonna be like, no, I'm fine, and no big deal. You're not gonna be crushed. It's not like walking up to somebody and just like putting an offer out there like, hey, you think about trading in your no, listen, man, stop trying to sell me something. I'm just here getting some service. That's embarrassing. But texting, there's no out of your comfort zone. You'll do a lot of it, and when you realize you can make over 10 grand a month by sending text messages, just putting offers out there and setting appointments, somebody says yes, great. What's a good day and time for you to come in and take a look? All right, is this your cell phone? I'm gonna text you off my cell phone so you have my personal number. I'll make sure to have the product ready and be available. So I'll see you Thursday at 6, whatever. But that works so much better, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I know you guys are probably like, what's going on? Are you about to get off again? I was gonna end this one, and then I'm gonna answer these questions real quick. Dan King's like blowing me up. This is a live stream, by the way, if you're watching this after. But then I'm gonna just hop on like a live stream that I'll delete, and I'll probably hop on there and stay on there for a while, okay? So then we can, get some questions going. Eric Thomas says, these are mostly car salesmen. Let's see. I start my first salesman job tomorrow, and I have been watching you faithfully. Hey, thank you so much, man. Congratulations. I hope you have a great day. So listen, put a smile on, meet people, try to learn some stuff. It's all good. Don't stress it, okay? It beats the unemployment line, okay? You're gonna feel productive very quick in the car business. It only takes like about 30 hours a week to feel productive, so let's see. That's what you learn about cold calling. After a while, you realize people don't want some infomercial call. Texting, emailing is definitely most effective. Hook them on the subject line. Yep. I actually like cold calling. See, this guy Brandon likes cold calling. Okay, but texting is effective as well. Now, Brandon, if you like cold calling, you should probably get your brain checked out, because I don't know how you like it. That's like, but that's what I'm saying, guys. I have had people who enjoy cold calling and they're good at it and they like it and they enjoy it. Go for it, okay? Go for it. Whatever you enjoy, do it. It's like, it's just, if I'm doing something I don't like doing, then I'm not going to do it, because I'm not going to do a lot of it. I'm not going to be consistent. If you want to be successful in life, I think you have to do something you're passionate about. Okay, I'm pretty sure you have to be passionate about it, and you have to want it. You got to know everything about it. So in terms of selling cars, I know a lot about selling cars. Why don't I branch out and talk about sales in general? I want to, I'll get more views, get more subscribers, but it's like, I don't know if I could be the best. Okay. So I don't want to say that, but in car sales, that small niche and how much I know, I think I could be the best. I think I could be the best sales trainer out there. I know a lot of you guys think I am already, but that's something that I enjoy doing. I know a lot about, I'm passionate about. I got a warm heart for everybody I'm helping. Any situation they get into, I've either been there or, I'm going to do a bunch of research and make a bunch of calls to all my, my brother's a GM, my best friend's a GSM, my sister's a finance director. I'm going to make calls. I'm going to find out what you can do to get out of that slump or whatever situation you're in. And I feel like, with the resources I have and the family and friends that I'm surrounded with, I can be the best. I can find the answer to anything. So, yeah, dial and smile, smile and dial. All right, Slade my interview next week. Sweet. Start next week. I got you. BDC are B-set cold calling. Yeah, they're okay. What would you tell a newbie? Go watch my last video. I just did a live stream before this, and go watch that, and I go over exactly what I would tell someone who's new. But just keep learning, learn something, sell something. But, you know, I sold 25 cars my first month, made a whole bunch of money, like 12,500 bucks. And that being said, yeah, I mean, it's just because I wasn't that good at sales. I was 21, right, when I was old enough to sell. That's how old you had to be. I jumped in the car business and just kept taking action, just kept talking to people constantly. He might have been better than me, but I talked to a whole bunch more people than him. All right, hi Tony, my training is almost done. 3 more days, so excited to sell cars. Manager is pressuring me to know everything about trucks, LOL. I might book a session with you once I start on the floor. You don't got to know everything, but it's good to know stuff. Just, you know, so if they ask you, hey, I want this, this, and this, you know what to show them. But you don't got to sell it too much. Even if customers isn't interested in talking about referral program, gets people through the door too. Yeah, even if they're not interested, like if Brandon Brown said, so if somebody's not interested when you cold call them, you can offer like, hey, $100 or something like that. I'm totally raw, honest, Brandon, and Brandon, it's funny because no matter what you say, we both know that we always offer that referral on the cold calls, but nothing ever comes. Oh, okay, I think I might have somebody, or I don't even hear that. Like we know how effective it is. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't work. Okay, you don't get in referral. Did it? Okay, we both do it. You know, you'll do it as well. But let's be honest. No one's like, oh, my sister, yeah, she wants one. Let me send her your way. You know, like on a cold call. So it's funny you bring that up because it's something like that sounds good, and it like when you say it, like people are gonna read that and be like, oh yeah, you know, if they're not interested, just be like, well, you get $100 if you refer somebody to me. You know anybody in the market? Oh, I might. I'll let you know, and then the call ends. Tell me I'm not right. Hey Tony, I got 3 sales yesterday after our session Friday night. Whoa, whoa! Here, let me screenshot this. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. You got 3 sales? What the heck? Oh my gosh, that's insane. All right, I don't make this up, but my screen's all screwed up from that. Okay, save the photos, cool. All right, I should be back in it. That's insane. I might give you a call right after this. See y'all. See you, man. You will be, you rock. Hey, that's awesome. Wyatt, that is sweet. Hey, just joined. Cool, cool. Best videos to watch of yours for beginning. I watched the first 7 videos and they are great. That's awesome. Thank you for watching. We use Dealer Socket at my dealer. It's a fossil, LOL. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Switch to e-leads. It's all good, whatever. Just work with what you got. Why only 2 likes? Hey, I like it. One love, HH. All right, guys, so click out of your live chat, and this will keep me on here longer, but click out of your live chat and then just hit the like button for a second. So just click out of all the messages and then you can hit like. Hook it up. Reason why that I can use Dealer Socket to text people, prospects in the market for new vehicles. What to say when you call? What's the best phrase? You just put an offer on there, especially if it's a cold call. So you just want to, whoever you're calling, it's probably somebody who has a car, if you're selling cars or whatever it is. So you just want to put a really good offer out there. Like, first I'd start off with, hey, John. Hey, you know, Tony calling from whatever dealership I'm at. Just want to see if you still have your vehicle available, or if you still have, you know, and then name the vehicle, and let's say a 2019 or 2015 Altima, and I work at Nissan. Hey, John. Hey, who's this? Hey, John, this is Tony from Nissan, right down the street from you. How you doing, man? I'm doing good, Tony. And maybe they say like, oh, it's not a good time. Okay, great. Does text work better? Yeah, text me. And then you just text them. You know, it goes back to text. But anyway, just be like, hey, just want to see if you still had your vehicle available, because we're looking for that select model right now, and looking to buy a few of them. We'll give you top dollar for your vehicle if you still got it. You still have it, John? Okay, cool. Yeah, and if you find something at the dealership, we'll discount it down for you and do our best to keep you at, or around the same payment. Is that something you'd be interested in? Just hit them with the whole phrase at once. Here we go. 17 starting tomorrow. We're getting a lot of comments, so let me get through these. Been taking massive notes on your videos. Want to break the top a month. It's 24. Any advice? Yeah, get a session with me, and 24. You could break that your first month. Definitely. I'm leaving, but don't sleep in offer up on Craigslist or organic leads. Don't sleep on it. Dan the man told you. Yeah, I don't sleep on it, but if I got enough people who are familiar with the dealership, I'm going to hit them first. Liked. Thank you very much. Yeah, we shot up from 2 to 14. So thank you, you love. We need to have another on how to juggle working multiple deals at once. Hey, I love that. That's a great second session because that means, the first one did well. Did you want to do if anybody wants to do a session right now, I can hop off and go do a session. I'm available right now. I did about 1 million sessions today, and yeah, I'm free now, so they're all out of the way. So, info or link on call with you. Just message me on Facebook or Instagram. So at Tony Swedberg, just spell my name right, or Facebook, Tony Swedberg. Message me, just be like, hey, I'm interested in a session, or tonyswedberg@yahoo.com. And then that's my email. And then, yeah, I'll just reply and give you the information and stuff like that. So, yeah, listen, it costs less than what you make on a car deal, on one car deal. And as you can see, Wyatt just sold 3 cars the next day. That's pretty nuts. It doesn't always happen that way, but usually you sell a car the next day. How much is your session? So this is a trick question because if I say how much my session is, this video is going to be up for the next 2 million years. Okay, so once my subscribers go up and and it's getting to this point, but once I have so many people that I can't even handle the amount of sessions that I'm doing, like I've done them all morning, all yesterday, back to back the day before, so, and I'm busy, I'm pretty booked up, but I still work around your schedule. I still have time. I stay up late. But anyway, they're going to hear the price on this video, and then they're going to be like, oh, I thought it was this much, and they're going to be discouraged, okay? It's like seeing the internet price, and then they come in, and then they're like, oh, man, I saw a video. I didn't realize it was from 9 years ago. So it kind of screws me up. It has in the past. When I first started, my sessions were super cheap, crazy cheap, but I had 100 subscribers or something. So it just, once I got up to 1,000, it's like, okay, I can't. My email's blowing up. Either way, doesn't matter. You're gonna make, as long as you sell one car, you're gonna make, your money back times whatever, and you get to take everything I tell you with every single customer that you meet, for as long as you're in sales. So. Yeah, and we can talk about anything, entrepreneur, life in general. You could do an hour session, 15 minutes of it. You could be like, so if you were 20 years old again, what would you do? And I'd tell you what I do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Hit me up for a session, and face-to-face we'll talk. We go on Facebook video chat or Instagram video call, or Skype or FaceTime, whatever you guys want.